Calling you a radical. It's time. It's time. This is the Leslie Hodgson's best. It's time that the state of Utah passes a resolution. The Weber County passes Ogden City passes a resolution to protect all Leslie Hodgson structures. This is his best. And trust me, I'm the expert. I saved the 1905 Masonic, not with a crew, by myself. The 1905 Masonic Temple is first. This is the old Weber State Gymnasium. It's been vacant for 20 years. Some oligarchs bought it. It's time. Ogden City step in and force the hand, buy it back. My grandson grew up in there. What an athlete. Yeah, the apartments they turned into there, oh, God. I was babysitting one day, 2013, 14, and the sink fell out. They're pieces of shit. But that's what we've done in Ogden. So this building is Leslie Hodgson's. It's the old Weber State Gymnasium. Now, I misspoke. Sorry. Byron Scott grew up in this town. Byron Scott used to go in there. Go ask him. But yes, Byron Scott for the Lakers grew up in this town, in this building. His father, Alan Holmes, won 2 national championships in that building. What a player. How about WAT Misaka, the first player of color in the history of the NBA, won 2 national championships. You see the gym in there. There's a swimming pool. There's 2 gyms in there. That gym is NBA style. It's incredible. Weber State won national championships in there. Why is WAT Misaka's number not retired? That's a very good question. So it's time. A long time ago. Let's use what we have. We got rid of the worst mayor in the history. I've worked for every mayor since Dirks. Every one of them. I didn't work for that Caldwell, the worst mayor we ever had. I mean, that dude is gone. So it's time. So we turn it into this is the multi-cultured, old, young, brown, black, white. These kids play soccer. It's time. What they would give for this building? Hello. So let's reach out. Now, right down on the corner, 2 corners down, they're going to unveil, we have the cool painted horses all over out, and they're cool as hell. They're going to unveil the Damian Lillard on 23rd. I'm like, hello, at the same time that Dylan Jones is making his NBA debut in the Delta Center on Monday? What? Come on. Left hand doesn't know what right hand's doing. Hire Kevin Blanch. Of course not. Because they spit at their own. When are we going to start worshiping our born and raised Ogdenites? Look what they've done to me. Turn my back. I have 10,000 jobs in this town. I'm the walking, talking Ogden historic. Fawn McKay Brody. Her office was right there. This was Weber State campus. Jefferson, she wrote Jefferson's bio. The greatest historian in the history of this country. Fawn McKay Brody. Born and raised here. 17-year-old professor there. First dean of history, female in the United States. Name, that's Jefferson. Jefferson used to be called Joseph Smith Street. Changed the name to Fawn. This is another one. This really gets me. Let's go where Ogden's been headed right here since 1980. Warning, no trespassing, stay out. It's fucking pitiful. Come on, Ben. Ben's an ex-football player, so this one really kills me. The Wyoming logo in Utah. Why do you turn your back? Why are you ashamed of your beautiful, incredible, diverse Ogden heritage? Why? Why? Bernard DeVoto. He's Monroe. Changed Monroe to DeVoto. Changed Jefferson to Fawn. Oh, you can't do that? Why? Fuck, we've changed them so many times. This is Leslie Hodgson's. It's time for a moratorium to preserve. I've tried to preserve her, and they've tore down so many. Look up that Save Polk. That's Leslie Hodgson. That's my grandson in that video. How about they let the Coliseum burn down? Well, the Exchange Building, my God. It's time. The 1905 Masonic Temple, I saved that with my mind and my back. Not a crew, me. Hung from a rope, my rope climbing gear, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day for 4 months. I couldn't even sleep at night. My arms ached so bad. And I put that whole thing together for Randy Richards and Bernie Allen. Said they're going to put a plaque up, did they? It's like when I built the tree in the Children's Museum. Yeah, I built that out of lath and plaster, the interior of it. Going to put a plaque. Did they? Did they? Why do you hate your own in Ogden? Byron Scott. I'm friends with a lot of his family. They all still live here. He's born and raised in Ogden. I don't think he left till he was 11 or 12 years old. Whatever. He used to hang out in there. We all did. The gym's incredible. How can you let this happen, Ogden? Why do you spit at your heritage, Fama K. Brody? Born and raised Weber County. Bernard DeVoto grew up right there on... Why do you hate your own? It blows my mind. We got the greenwashing bus. I'm surprised there's anybody on it. So, where do we get electricity from in Utah, kids? Dirty coal. Warren Buffett owns Rocky Mountain Power. You do know that. Him and you're giving your money to Bill Gates for a SMR fairy tale. NewScale ripped us off. They want a 30% rate hike, by the way, to pay off Bill Gates and NewScale for ripping us off. So anyway, buy it, Ogden. Just go to him. Say, you know, just go to him nicely and say, let's work a deal. This hedge fund, most cities wouldn't ever allow this. I mean, it's time. Turn it into the WAT Misaka. WAT Misaka. Born and raised right there. The first player of color in the history of the NBA. 2 national championships in there. Why is Weber State not right? This is Weber State's old gym. It was the Deseret gym when we were kids. We all grew up in it. Everybody in Ogden grew up in it. The gym in there is absolutely, it's NBA style. I mean, fucking, we're looking for, want to build youth. We have youth centers right there. So just reach out. Reach out to Damian Lillard. He's a Weber State grad. You do know he would love to do. He's a billionaire with a B. I know he would. He would love to. Name it the Misaka Damian Lillard Center. You know? Why do you spit at your own? How about this guy? Reach out to him. Dylan Jones, who's that? Reach out to him. Why are we letting this city go to shit? I used to call it an Art Deco decay. It's lipstick on a pig. There's so much vacant space. Look, Salt Lake's saying we're going to spend billions and billions of Utah State taxpayers' money to build baseball. We already have one. We have the grandest urban freaking baseball field in the country. Ogden City owns Lindquist Field. We already have one. We have so much beautiful vacant space. This building's incredible. It's time. The state of Utah, throw down and put a moratorium. You cannot tear down any more Leslie Hodgsons. If it wasn't for Kevin Blanch, the Masonic Temple, 1905, he's 21 years old, be gone. I saved that with my mind and my back. But they spit at us. Why does Ogden City hate their... I was born and raised right up the road. You know, I was born in the old D Hospital on 24th. And Harrison. You know, I'm a native here. I'm 7th generation here. You know, we should have a statue of my Uncle Thomas, the Incredible Heart. How about Dr. DeFries? He's been Lowman High School. I mean, you have all these incredible pioneers. The pioneer of open heart surgery, saved me from the grave, Thomas Blanch. I mean, hello, we should memorialize these people. We have Rashid Shaheed. We have Jonah Williams. We have Mr. Opeta. We have Adam Rodriguez. You know, we have Teron Johnson. I misspoke. Teron Johnson, new contract's $140 million. Reach out to him. Damian Lillard is a billionaire with a B. All I heard was Jimmer when he played here. That's all we still fucking hear. Oh, please. Come on. I know he would. I'll do it. You know, contact me. I'll reach out to all. I know them all personally. You know, what a run we've had of Ogdenites in the last 10, 20 years, and we spit at them. Well, we always have. Why do we chase our people out of here? Why? Why do we not celebrate our incredible, diverse, beautiful, counterculture, strong past? Fama K. Brody. Name Jeff. Bernard DeVoto. WAT Misaka was born and raised right down the road on this street. He's the first player of color in the history of the NBA. Ah. Byron Scott. Born and raised, played in there. His dad won national championships in there. I mean, this place, I talked to old man Mr. Freeze, who's still at the Weber State at the games. He and I friends. That's the biggest Lillard fan. Go ask Damien. He says, I quit being a University of Utah fan when Garner at the University of Utah would not play Alan Holmes. That's Byron Scott's real father. Go ask Byron Scott. Just reach out to him. Say, hey, Byron, we want to do something for you here. You know, granted he was young when he's left, but it's still his really formidable years were here. You know, come on. Come on, Ogden. We got Ben now. I like you. We got rid of the worst mayor in the history. I worked for every single mayor since Dirks. I did restoration by the 100, but they spit at me. Single-handedly said, when you go by that Masonic temple, you see the Masonic, I hand-carved that in 2009. Bernie Allen Rainer, oh, we'll put a plaque. That's what they do to me. Built the Trinity, for free, I built the Trinity Museum. For free, donated. Oh, we'll put a plaque. I've saved so many people's fucking dwellings and homes here. I never switched. It's time for us as old school artisans in Ogden, the great artisan city, to take it back from these styrofoam fucking pieces of shit. The fake stucco stick and glue, the fake rock calling it Masonics. Fuck. They took the field the last 30. These fucking old world order. Come on, come on. It's time for the new. Damian Lillard. Dylan Jones would do it. You know, Dylan Jones will make a lot of money. And he'll give back, I'll guarantee it. He had his shirts made in Ogden at Coleman. I talked him into that. He's a transformational figure. Rashid Chi, wait till you see the contract he gets at the end of this year. Fuck. He'll be rich and all of them put together. Jonah Williams. Freaking. Teron Johnson. Just ask him. Just I can ask him. Say, hey, we want to buy this back. I don't care what it costs. Let's use. Here's Salt Lake going to tear down fucking Bravenel Hall, which is a masterpiece. Fucking all of it to build urban fucking. We already have it in Ogden. We have it. There it is, right there. There's that building is so fucking grand in there. That basketball court's better than the one Weber State plays on today. For real. It's absolutely. There's 2 gyms in there. There's a swimming pool. How can we let it get out of our hands? Take it back. You know, Lindquist Field? Fuck. That's a $2 billion fucking field. They lost their affiliation. We're not going to get Corey Seager. Reach out to Corey Seager. Reach out to Bellinger. Reach out to Kenley Jensen. Reach out. These people all played here in the last decade. 2012. Corey Seager's the first player in the history of baseball to win. He'll be the first. They'll never break that record. MVP in both leagues. He played here. But they lost their affiliation. You know, Baggett and Lindquist's runs over. I mean, it was great. We loved it. We fucking loved the Raptors, the whole thing. But they lost their affiliation. These kids play soccer. We need urban soccer fields. The old Fred Meyers, time for an urban soccer field. Come on. These kids are driving to Salt Lake. You know, you got Gramio, you got La Roca, you got SWAT, you got Avalanche. These, my 2 grandsons, which know Teron Johnson, which know Dylan really personally, which they're really close friends was with Rashid Shaheed. They're marquee athletes. You should see these youth. The youth in this city. What cured the gang problem in Ogden, Utah? Not the police. Soccer did. Youth sports did. Take it back. Simply reach out to Lillard. He's a fantastic person. I'll guarantee. Let's name it the WAT Misaka, Damian Lillard, Byron Scott, Dylan Jones. Basketball. Ogden City owns it. The state of Utah. Leslie Hodgson masterpiece. Save the Exchange building before it falls down. I mean, they'd all be gone if it wasn't kept alive. The West Weber Elementary, the Franklin, they tore that fucker down. I grew up I went to elementary school in the Leslie Hodgson masterpiece. Walquist Junior High. My cousin Brent, you know, my little nephew, who's on a mission, he was the all-state linebacker. You know, I come from marquee fucking bloodlines here. Beast, athletics. Our family's always been athletic. Everybody's is around here. There's great athletic families here. Let's freaking worship them. Here are grandkids. I was talking to Blair Moyes' wife down here at the Monarch place. Heard that grandson of hers, marquee athlete. You know, he coached. How about Glenn Hubbard? Reach out to Glenn. You know, he's from here. Bedlam and High. I mean, we have all these people. Why do you spit at us all? You know, I don't get it. It's time. Turn this in. Reach out to Byron Scott, his dad. Take it back. Turn it into the WAT Misaka Center. Name it after which one of them puts up the money, whether it be Byron Scott, Damian Lillard, Dylan Jones, Rashid Shaheed, Teron Johnson. You know, same with the baseball over there. Fuck, We own that. You know what any city would do for that urban fucking. You know what it would cost to rebuild Glencoistville? You know what that would cost? Billions. Fuck, go ask them in Salt Lake. We have it. We can use it for more than anything. And the Ogden Stadium, come on there, Spencer Eccles. Spencer knows me personally. Mariners building right there on 24th. Look what they've done to that. The old first kid. Come on, Mariner. Are you disgusted? Mariner made all his money in this city. In this city. Just the Federal Reserve in D.C.'s not fair. His $1 billion endowment was for us. What they did to the Ben Lomond is disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I did all the restoration on that for years. It's unbelievable. Take it back. Go buy it back from him. Come on, Spencer. Go buy back the Ben Lomond. Bigelow was a crook. Put it back to Mariner's name, the Ben Lomond. And restore it back to what it was. It's grandiose, beautiful fucking place. Why are we letting this place go to shit? We have all this incredible, urban, grand, the greatest architect maybe in the history of the country, Leslie Hodgson. And we're letting them tear them down. They tore down West Woodman. They tore down Walkwest Junior High. I went to Leslie Hodgson in elementary. I went to Leslie Hodgson Junior High. They tore down Leslie Hodgson. I went to them all. Weber High. They tore them all down. I mean, West Weber, Walkwest, it's disgraceful. We have the exchange. This is his best. This is his best. Even better, the 1905, they would have tore it down if it wasn't for Kevin Blanch. And, you know, fuck me. You know, fuck all us Ogdenites born and raised. For what? For who? Who comes in here like this Monarch character? Oh, fuck, he's not from here. You don't know his ass about fucking Ogden. None of these people do. You know, give Kevin Blanch a job. I call it the Kevin Blanch Urban Ogden Plan. 1, the old Fred Meyer site on 12th Street, work out to them and turn it into Ogden City's new urban soccer field. It's going on all over the country. Every place you go, any place there's a piece of real estate, they just grade it, throw down some turf, some grass, and they play. They don't put bleachers. People stand. It's happening everywhere. These kids have they play soccer. That's number 1. Number 2, turn this into the WAT Misaka. Take it back. Cultural Diversity Center for brown, black, white, old, young. Come on, Ben, you're an athlete. You know how to do it. I mean, you're an ex-football player at Weber State. Reach out to Rashid Sheet. Reach out to Teron Johnson. Teron Johnson's the highest paid nickelback in the history of the NFL. He's Weber State. There's a picture with him and my grandson. I mean, Jay Hill. Reach out to Jay. You know, he'll put it together. These people would love to. I know for a fact Dylan would. You know, give Dylan a year or two. He'll make more than them all. Wait till you see Rashid's contract. Why has Rashid Sheet got such great hands? Let's take it back to the artisans. We spit at all the artisans. Kevin Blanch, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, the boot freaking maker. These great, I worked at White's Community Bakery down there. They turned that into what? Fiction? With the fake styrofoam? Fuck. Oh, the great foot. You should have seen the girls. Oh, my God. I was the dishwasher as a boy there. That building was, I mean, the bakeries, the art. This was the great artisan city. We let them steal it. The fucking styrofoam, fake stucco fuckers that run us out of business. The fake lick and stick. That's not rock. That's not rock. You know? What's more pure than basketball in Ogden? Ask Byron Scott. Ask Damian Lillard. You go ask Mr. Freeze, old man Freeze. You know? They went to games. Me and him talk about this place all the time. He says, fuck, this place was rocking. Coach Peterson was his name, I believe. I mean, Arnie Farron has passed away, Ogden High. You know, you still haven't retired? What's number? What the fuck's the matter with you people? First player of color in history born and raised in this town? 2 national champions in that building. Reach out to Byron Scott. Reach out to Damian Lillard. I'll do it. Say, hey, you know, you want to help us out? Let's put your name on it. Fuck, we should have statues right there. Byron Scott, Alan Holmes, Walt Misaka, Damian Lillard, Dylan Jones. Someday there will be. What about Fawn McKay? Should be a statue of her right there in front of the Weber State Library. How about Bernard DeVoto right there? Right there at the old Ogden High. He grew up right there with the old Ogden High, which was Central Junior High, that was his house. Don't get run over by the greenwashing buds. Where do we get electricity from? Warren Buffett owns Rocky Mountain Power? Fuck, why are we disrespecting Ogden's fucking native fucking sons and daughters. White. It's fucking disturbing, ain't it? As Jerry Rice once said, I was the plasterer. I've got 10,000 jobs. I wouldn't fix the fakes. I mean, Blanch plastering. I restored every building on 25th. I built the train, the children's museum. I restored the Masonic Temple, not with a crew, by myself. I mean, every single one of these buildings has my hand in them. You know, the artisan city. There were so many great artisans in this city. I think about the old rock masons. I think about the old plasterers that raged me. They were masters. This was the great artisan city. I remember being in Europe, and these guys were arguing with us. I says, oh, I'm a good plasterer. And they're like, yeah, there ain't no American good plasterer. Okay. And I'm in Austria, and finally, one of them got sick of hearing me. And he says, get up here. I have work boots on. I got up there in, hard shoes, and he mudboarded, and he gave me a blade about that long trying to intimidate. Fuck, you couldn't give me one that long. Fuck. Look up my plastering videos. Put up mudboard, and I went, can you give me some more? Can you give me another hot tender? Can you go? And he looked at me, and he just, holy fuck. I've never seen anything. And who do you think raised us? We're all European first and second, third generation fucking artisans in this town. Fuck, master, you're running us out? Why don't you bring us home? Come on, Spencer, bring your fucking money home. Bring your money home, Spencer. I'm the guy that talked Dylan to having all his stuff made at Coleman's. Right here in Ogden, the great artisan city. It's time, man. Come on, Ben. We got a chance. We got rid of that piece of shit called and that's what he was, a piece of shit. The worst mayor in the history of this fucking city. Tear it down. Come on. Put soccer in that fucking urban stadium down there. The Raptors play, 40 games a week? And they're not affiliated anymore. They had a hell of a run, but it's over. It's time to pivot, man. Bring back the artisans. Name Monroe Boulevard after Bernard Cavuto. Why are we naming it after a president who never set foot here? Well, Ogden named after a person who never set foot here. So, but come on, man. Name Jefferson after Fawn. It's the greatest, maybe the greatest historian in this country's history. Okay, remember her work on Jefferson? You think about it, it's unbelievable. Talk about concrete. Why the can you always flip? Wasn't that invented here? Remember when this was the great, everybody worked an American can? Now it's American can. Concrete soup can. The 33rd soup can. It's time. It's time. That's Jefferson right there. Didn't she write Jefferson's biography right there? Yeah. Reach out to Byron Scott. Reach out to Damian Lillard. Reach out to Dylan Jones. Reach out to Rashid Shaheed. Reach out to Teron Johnson. Come on, Ben. You're an ex-football player at Weber State. Reach out to them. They'd be more than happy to do it. Just reach out to the people that own this. Hey, look, work a deal with us. If you don't work a deal with us, we're going to work a deal for you. We're going to sue the shit out of you. And come on, Utah, the state of Utah. It's time that we have a Leslie Hodgson. The statue is going 25-50 in front of the monument. What about Kevin Blanch? Yeah. Fuck. Stay in tune.